All right, YouTube, we got to give praise and thanks to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for putting the bright idea in Ronnie 2K's head to finally let Mike Wang out of the 2K slums, because he went crazy yesterday giving us a whole bunch of information. Over the next 4 videos, I will be breaking down every single thing in categories, so listen very closely. Today's video, we will go over every single information that Mike Wang tweeted out yesterday when we got our gameplay trailer about shooting. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions. We have a brand new shot system, so for today's video, it is strictly about shooting. Tomorrow's video, we will be going over and covering everything about driving and finishing, so everything about the dunk meter and everything. That will be in tomorrow's video. The day after that, which will be on Monday, we will go over everything playmaking, as well as getting super close to that my career and the city reveal. And then fourth, but absolutely not least, we will go over everything on Tuesday regarding defense. And if we get the my career trailer and stuff by then, we'll double upload and all that. But like I said, I'm not gonna waste none of your time. We're gonna go over shooting today, so let's get straight into the video, man. Let's go. Okay, so the first tweet that we have regarding shooting was from my boy Trevin, and he said, Baluba, how much is your 3-point rating going to matter this year? Will it be the same as the past, as in you don't need a high 3-pointer if you know your timing? Mike Wang replied with, the shooting model is very different this year, with shot ratings playing a much larger role. You can compensate to some degree if you're really good with shot timing or rhythm shooting, but most people are going to need higher ratings this year to shoot at last year's clip. So a lot of you guys are probably like, what is Mike Wang talking about? So here are some key things we're going to want to focus on and point out in his reply. He said, if you're really good with the shot timing or rhythm shooting, you can compensate to some degree. So the question that he asked was, how much is your 3-point rating going to matter this year? As you guys know, over the past couple of years, a lot of people have been shooting with low 3-point ratings and have been complaining on how shooting has been so hard. Even with a high 3-point rating, they had to go to Zens. But in this reply, Mike Wang is basically saying that with the new feature that they are incorporating in the game, which is the pro stick function or the rhythm shooting function with your pro stick, with having a higher 3-point rating, you will be able to shoot consistently. A lower 3-point rating is going to really be skill based, where it's going to really show how well you know how to time your jump shot with the low 3 ball. But if you want to shoot at a very consistent and high clip, I can assume, this is just speculated, this is not confirmed, I would assume anywhere from 80 and up will give you very much consistency. High 90s as always will be, you know, the best if you want to just green every shot. And in the mid 70s, that's going to really just depend on how good or how well do you know how to time your jump shot. Let's move on to the next statement Mike Wang made, and this was in his Discord, and the question was, what is the default shot timing profile? Meaning when you load up the game without switching any of your settings, what is it automatically going to put your shooting timing on? Let's take a look what Mike Wang said. He said, shot timing profile defaults will automatically be at difficulty base, which automatically maps rookies through pro to low. All-star, superstar to normal, and Hall of Fame is too high. So there are the new shooting profiles, and if you guys checked my last video where we talked everything about the gameplay trailer, I told you guys with this new shot selection or shot competition feature in NBA 2K25, depending on the difficulty that you put your game on will determine how your shooting is going to feel. And Mike Wang basically said it right here. If you put it on rookie, you'll be shooting anywhere from pro to low. If you put it on all-star, you'll be shooting anywhere from superstar to normal, and Hall of Fame, you'll be shooting at a very high difficulty. The next question, now this is a little bit lengthy, but bear with me. I'm gonna try to, you know, pick some of the nuggets out for you guys to make it very clear. The question was, how does shot feedback work for rhythm shooting? Mike Wang replied to that question with this. When using rhythm shooting, there are 2 main factors to consider: push timing and tempo. Push timing is the point you start to move the pro stick, which you'll want to do the moment your player reaches the set point of the shot. Tempo is the speed at which you move the pro stick to the opposite side of your original stick throw. The goal is to finish the stick deflection to the opposite side exactly to match the point the ball releases the player's fingertips. Generally, this is going to feel a little slower / rhythmic than other double throw mechanics like scale dunks or cross combos, especially with more deliberate shooters like Jokic and Kyle Anderson. My best advice is to go into a freestyle practice, get a ton of shots, pay close attention to the shot feedback after each attempt. Trust me, it'll pay off in much higher shooting percentages if you put the time to master rhythm shooting. Basically, what Mike Wang is saying is for anyone that uses square to shoot on their controller, for my Xbox people, I think it's X or whatever, I'm not sure, but for anyone that uses square, the actual button to shoot the basketball, that's normal. We've been all accustomed to that. But for people who will be using their right sticks in NBA 2K24, you will have the highest chance or a higher chance to hit a shot rather than someone using square. Let me give you guys an example. In NBA 2K24, they had this badge called Right Stick Ripper. And basically by pressing square on defense, you were able to reach or go for a steal. But using Right Stick Ripper, which means using your right stick to go for a steal, gave you a higher percentage in terms of stealing the ball than it would if you were just to press square. So that same function is now going over to the offensive side. You have a higher percentage of making a shot using your right stick if you practice and learn the timing than you would using square. So how do you guys feel about that going into NBA 2K25? And in the comment section down below, let me know. Will you be trying to, take the time to master that right stick shooting? Because to be 100% honest, I don't know. That's something new. We might do that for a video. Who knows? Now, for those that haven't been looking at my TikTok, I'm going to put on the screen right now what the new jump shot meter is looking like in NBA 2K25. As you guys take a look on the screen right now, you guys can see it's like a little arrow and you're basically shooting and you're filling up the arrow. And basically when you hit the top, you will be greening. Little sidetrack, this is also in the shooting. Automatic greens are officially back, so there are no more delayed greens. So when you shoot, you will not have to wait about 0.2, 0.3 seconds to know if you made the shot. If you green it, it will automatically pop up that you green the jump shot. But now going back, basically with this new jump shot meter, Mike Wang and everyone in the 2K community dev team has officially explained how the function of using the meter will look. And here's their response. They said, how are shot meters changed in NBA 2K25? We got a glimpse of one of the trailers and it looked a bit more transparent than previous 2Ks. Mike Wang says, the shot meter works pretty differently in NBA 2K25 compared to previous games. There are 3 options to choose from: the arrow, which will be your default, ring, and dial. Rather than freezing when you release the button to shoot, all of the meters animate from the beginning to the end in sync with the ideal timing to the release button. Think of it more as a timeline of the shot animation rather than a traditional meter. The ideal time to release the button is the exact frame the meter disappears from your screen. It'll make more sense when you try it. One of the main benefits of the change is that the shot meters are much more accurate online, so you no longer need to compensate for latency when you're shooting the shots, layups, or free throws online. The size, color, placement of the shot meter is fully customizable in the customized HUD screen. And yes, there is still a small bonus for players with meter off. So we got a whole bunch of nuggets. Let's go over the main topics right here. Here are the top 3 out of that little article. If you still decide to turn your meter off, you will have a mini boost shooting in NBA 2K25, as it has always been. Turning off your meter will always give you a boost rather than having your meter on. Nugget number 2, they said basically how the meter is going to work. As you're shooting, the meter is going to start off strong and then fade as it goes up to fill and then fully disappear. The goal is by time it fully disappears, you want to be able to time it, and that is how you will unlock the automatic green, where it will show it's excellent, as you guys can see on the screen right now. On top of that, one of the last nuggets is you can customize the size on how you want it to be. Mike Wang did said the size, color, and placement of your shot meter is all up to you in the customizable hub, which will be in the settings or controller settings in NBA 2K25. As we already went over, one of the questions asked to Mike Wang was, are instant green animations finally coming back into NBA 2K25? Which, we've been doing this little delay where we shoot the ball, we're a little bit delayed to know if we make our shot. Mike Wang finally answered the question, and here was his response. He said this: There are new shot feedback options called Simple in the customized HUD menu that is on by default. This will display your timing feedback immediately once you release your shot. If you want the full shot feedback, which includes defensive coverage, you'll want to change the visibility setting to all shots. Full shot feedback is delayed, just like it was in NBA 2K24. So, depending on what you put your settings for will determine if you receive any delay when you shoot, in terms of what your feedback will be, or if you get it on point as soon as you shoot the ball. So like I'm saying, everything now in NBA 2K25 regarding shooting seems to be fully customizable. So you can customize it how you like, so you will have the best experience going into NBA 2K25. Now, like I told you guys, this year they implemented new shooting settings such as push, release, set point, and all these other stuff. So going into NBA 2K25 with a brand new shooting system, yet again, what are we talking about here? We have some pictures of some of the settings, but here's the mini article before we show the screenshot of the settings on the screen. Let's read, let's take a look. The article says, we received feedback from opposite ends of the spectrum on shooting this past year. Some players love the added challenge, while others found shooting to be too difficult, especially for newcomers. In NBA 2K25, we've added a new setting called Shot Timing Profiles that allows you to customize the risk versus reward of your shooting timing. Choosing low risk reward will provide more forgiving shot timing that optimizes ratings, openness, and taking smart shots over the release of the button or stick. A mistimed shot could still go in, but the green make window will be smaller, making it more difficult to consistently have excellent time releases. What does that mean? Here is all of that in one quick sentence. 3, 2, 1. Whites are coming back in NBA 2K25. Basically, if we were to ever compare how the shooting in NBA 2K25 is going to be, it is basically going to be like NBA 2K20, a little bit of 2K19. So basically what they're doing for all the newcomers coming into the game, for all the new people who don't really play NBA 2K as competitively as someone like me who makes content off the game and stuff, basically they will be able to have high risk, high reward. So if they want their green window to be bigger, anytime they mistime their jump shot, it's a high risk that you'll miss because of how big your green window is. Low risk, low reward, you'll be able to hit your whites, especially if you're wide open and you're taking good shots. It can't be like some crazy ass 48% contested, someone's jumping at you and you're making a white. No. You have to be wide open, you barely missed the green window, but you still made it because it was, slightly like 0.2 seconds off of being a perfectly timed jump shot. So with all that information with shooting, that's basically everything that we have. Like I said, the next video we will be posting tomorrow, which will be on Saturday, will be everything we know about the finishing aspect in NBA 2K25 following playmaking, defensive, and the my career in City Shredler. So if you guys are new and enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping daily uploads over the next 3 days regarding all information for NBA 2K25. I love you guys. It's been your boy IQ. I'm out.
Peace. It's okay to be falling so deep. I've been lost in my mind, zoned out, but I'm still falling in love with this other side of me right now. Love, yeah.